Yes. You remember that sizing question I had? Yes. Look at the size of that signature and then look at the size of that signature. Do you see any difference in the sizes of the signature? Yes. Yes. Now I know it would take a protractor. Yes. To say that this is to the right. Yeah. And this is to the left. Ooh. Oh. Well, this is to the left. Oh, this is this to the right? Oh. Oh. Let's look at the five. Now look at this 31st here. It looks like this is to the right. Yes. But looking at this 31st right there, do you see any difference? Well, I sure do. Now, why is it that I'm the only one that sees a difference? Now, let me see if the magnifying effect works. Yes. Oh, it does. Look at that. I'm just going to magnify it for all of those in police and sheriff's departments that think it's fucking funny depriving me. There's a 31st. Right. Now, it's not very clear. Maybe I have a lighting problem. Here, let me do, maybe if I put, do you look at there, a 15. Yes. And then if I pull this out, oh, a 15. Now let's look at the 31st right there. Oh, oh, does that 31st? Yes. Does it really look like this 31st? Oh, see, can you see the difference? It could be a lighting problem. Yes. Now, when I said that you issue forged core, well, look at it. Just look at it in the lighting. Yes. See that? I think there's quite a difference, really, when you really look at it. Oh, now, just a second. Can you see my nose? Now, you fucking corrupt cops and sheriffs. You set it up so that, oh, let's see if I can bring this back down. Pooh. I know it works somehow. Let me, oh, look at it, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, when you look at what's not on Exhibit A, oh, this is not on Exhibit A. Oh, this is not on Exhibit A. Oh, see the 31st there? Yes. And this is not on Exhibit A. Now, you committed your fraud, because you keep you keep convincing each other, right? And if I can win that one big jackpot, I will have enough for a defense attorney. Pooch. I got to thinking about those that are trial lawyers. Yes. I was reading something about relating to the trial courts. Yes. In fact, I made some more specific to proceedings involving family relationships on the ABA standards relating to trial courts. The American Bar Association. Could you get me every member of the ABA for the last 60 years? Every attorney. Yes. That was an attorney oath or an oath of admission, and every one of them that know about the actual corruption of law enforcement that would take it upon themselves to deprive a homeless man of his just benefits so they could make arrangements for a little show, yes, where they could bet on whether or not they're going to win enough money to employ an actual attorney, yes, that is going to practice law according to the ABA standards relating to trial courts. Provide that judges have the affirmative responsibility, yes, I do, to ensure their decisions are just and based on the facts. Pooh. Now, look at here. Appoint lawyers for indigent persons to avoid a miscarriage of justice in cases involving potentially serious consequences and when appropriate for children. Pooch. I was reading the judge's guide while I was waiting. Now, let me see here. Commissioner Baisden? Yes. as an indigent person, pooh, when you decided to continue with the dissolution of marriage after my wife had motioned for a default dissolution of marriage, and then you decided that as an indigent person, I should not have an attorney or no actual notice of court hearings. I'm thinking that there's what's known as just a second here. Oh, I have a few pictures that I thought I'd show you. Yes, yes, yes. What is in the best interest standard? Oh, the standard of the best interests of the child. Child custody and visitation disputes. Pooh. Now, case law on the best interest of the child is not always instructive. Is there some reason you didn't appoint an attorney to myself as an indigent when I was kicked out of the fifth wheel? Yes. And I had to. Oh, I was volunteering 8 hours a week to be able to have a place to sleep. Yes. But I didn't get notice of court hearings. And your whole, well, obviously, when you don't give me notice of, well, managing the child custody case, I heard somebody explain at the Housing Resource Center. Yes, they are a case manager. Could you get the case manager for my wife and sons that they had at Healthy Families of Clallam County? I mentioned that there was a fiduciary obligation to make sure, yes, that the individual rights of both parents would have been protected. Approach. Now, these parenting plans that were admitted to the court without me getting a copy of them or a dissolution of marriage, yes, yes, yes. The mediation that I didn't get an invitation to, notice summons or notice of mediation, yes. And then the Unified Family Courts, ooch. The American Bar Association, I'm just wanting to know every. Now, you decided to play a little game with my personal life, and I decided to sue you, every employee of Clallam County right now. Then I decided to sue the employees of the state of Washington. Oh. Then the attorneys, judges, justices, and mandatory reporters of every state of the United States. Ooch. And now I'm suing every member of the American Bar Association because you were so fucking stupid as to deny me rental assistance when I happen to know.